Hello, good yo-yo people. I'm Nate. I'm a sponsored player by Squared YoYos, and this is another episode of Nate Reviews Yo-Yos. Today, I have the privilege of reviewing the Passant by 2Sick YoYos. This is my review of the Passant. All right, welcome back. This is the in the hand section. What does it actually feel like in the hand before we throw it? So yeah, this is the Passant. Isn't that a fun name? Yeah, this is another in the line of their sort of chess themed. If you know anything about 2Sick YoYos, you know that so many of the yo-yos in their line are chess themed. Joey names them out. Some of them are pretty obvious, like the pawn, like the little brother of this yo-yo. We'll talk about that in a minute. The en passant, this is what Wikipedia says. It's an actual move in chess, because I didn't know this. It is a move in chess. It is a special pawn capture that can only occur immediately after a pawn moves 2 ranks forward from its starting square, and an enemy pawn that could have captured it had it only moved forward only 1 square. Whatever. Okay, I know the basic rules of chess, but I'm not a chess player. I'm more of a backgammon guy. All right, but yeah. So the en passant, it's kind of named after that. And as we'll talk about this, we're going to compare it a little bit to the pawn. If you've not checked out my review of the pawn, you'll see that in the description box, as well as the specs for this yo-yo, information about myself, my Instagram, things like that. Also my sponsors information, so you go check all that out. The pawn was a full polycarbonate, machined polycarbonate yo-yo. This is also machined polycarbonate, but it has weight rings into it. Yes, so it adds a little bit more stability, adds a little bit more strength, kind of makes it have that sort of if you know Yo-Yo Jam a little bit, some of their their yo-yos that they were doing for a long time. Really dig this yo-yo. It's a very similar shape. Really like the shape. Super comfortable. That sort of curvy V shape. Real nice, huge gap. Really comfortable in the hand. Comes in both black, which with a bunch of different color, anodized centered colors and so on. It also comes in this sort of clear, frosty clear, and I really like that. It's just the clear on clear. It's not got like an amazing grind finish. Your hands are going to have to be pretty dry to get some decent grinds in this, but it does give a little bit of slickness that it's not tacky if it wasn't cloudy like this. Okay, I haven't actually tried the black version, if it has that same kind of feel to it or not. I would assume that it does. Yeah, like I said, overall really nice feel in the hand, really comfortable in the hand. Has these weight rings into it. You can tell right away it's gonna have some decent weight rim for a plastic. The cups on there are pretty deep. You're gonna be able to get probably some decent finger spins on there. You do have sort of a little IRG there. It doesn't like clip in, doesn't like hang in there. But you could probably, if you tilt it a little bit, you can get that in there. Overall, really nice in the hand, very similar to the pawn, except you can tell right away that it's going to be a little bit more performance-based, and a little bit longer spin times, hopefully, than the pawn had. Really like the pawn, nothing against it, but this is kind of the pawn on steroids. It's big brother, whatever other thing you want to say about it, but it is resembling the pawn, but kind of gives you the next step. All right, let's go actually see how it plays on the string. All right, welcome back to the on the string section with the en passant by 2Sick YoYos. That's so fun to say. It's French, I believe, so it'll be en passant. No T there, but since we're American, it's en passant. En passant. Sorry. Yeah. Really dig this yo-yo. Been playing it for a couple of weeks now, and I'll tell you what. In its category that it is, I'll just come out and say it. polycarbonate, machined, awesome. You're going to get a smoothness that you don't have in injection molded plastic yo-yos, with it being machined. With those weight rings and everything, I mean, it plays better than any that I've ever seen in this category. It's just very smooth. You know, it's not absolutely dead smooth like a high-end metal yo-yo would be. You're going to get a little pulse vibe, but on the string, it's very smooth. You know, you're not going to notice that. That finish, like I said, you're going to get some grind potential on it. You know, not horrible, but it's not super smooth like a blast that you'd have on a metal yo-yo, but it's not bad at all. Plays really smooth, you know, very commanding, super, really nice long spin times for a plastic. It's got some really solid rim weight, so it's going to get some really solid, I'm going to say solid many times. Those weight rings do exactly what they're supposed to do. You get crazy stability on this yo-yo for a plastic. You get really long spin times for a plastic as well. You're not really seeing it die a little bit. I mentioned a little bit with the pawn back when I reviewed it that it was a great yo-yo. I really liked it, but sometimes as it kind of reached the end of the spin, I was kind of reaching for those binds a little bit, and part of that could be just getting used to how that yo-yo played. But this one, I'm not feeling like I'm having to reach for anything at all. One of the things I didn't mention in the hand section was, and maybe one of the reasons why it's so smooth, and at least if nothing else, what I appreciate is you're not seeing a lot of this anymore. You know what I'm talking about? Or I can just take out a bearing from the bearing seat, and it's not like, you know, I don't need some kind of Hulk grip to get it out, or I need a bearing tool at all. It's very clean, very well machined, very smooth. It could be just mine, but I'm going to guess that's probably not the case. That might contribute a little bit to the smoothness, possibly. Not sure. I'm not a machinist, but I do like that, if nothing else. So failed to mention that in the hand section. So, but I think that's important to note. You know, I just it's kind of nice to see that. All right, let's go ahead and do a trick. So the en passant, man, the more I play this yo-yo, the more I really like it. There's really not much I can say that's just really negative. It's really all around, really nice, solid yo-yo. Crazy long spin times for a plastic. I mean, up there on par with most metals. Stability's there, just like most metals. I mean, it plays like a metal yo-yo, but it's, you know, part plastic. Mostly plastic. It's like 3/4 plastic. But those weight rims do exactly what they're supposed to. And then the metal hubs as well give a nice balance to that. So it's not, you know, it's not too sluggish. It's not too heavy. Really well balanced. I mean, Joey just hit this one out of the park. Really good job, 2Sick YoYos. And you should go pick one up. All right. This is my review of the en passant by 2Sick YoYos. Good day and good yo-yo.